What's up, guys? Welcome back to EPC Outdoors. I'm your host, Captain George with EPC Charters, and just want to share with you guys what we did this past weekend. It was a very exciting weekend, to say the least. We started off Saturday with a group of people that wanted to do some offshore fishing. It was actually a full charter. It was 6 people on board, and they wanted to do some offshore fishing for, grouper, snapper, and most of the species that roam out here. So we started off the day a bit slow. We were up against the full moon. It was almost full moon, or a day before the full moon, and we were just looking for the grouper. So we started digging in that 100-foot mark, 105, 110, and we had plenty of fish underneath me the whole time. The machine was lit 100% the whole time, but we weren't connecting. We got a bunch of shorts, but we weren't connecting with that, nice quality grouper that we were looking for. So instead of burning time there and waiting for a window, we just kind of set off and started heading more and more into the Gulf, in search of obviously grouper number 1 and number 2, eventually into the red snapper fishery as well. So with doing so, we were able to catch some keeper red grouper. We also connected with some red snappers, but the highlight of the day, and actually the highlight of the year so far, I know we're in September, but this is the highlight of the year so far here on EPC Outdoors. A monster Cubera Snapper was landed here on the EPC boat by a gentleman named Hunter. He did a fantastic job at catching this fish. He put a hurting on this fish, and the whole day we were dropping with a 30 wide in search of some monsters, because these guys really wanted to get that experience, whether it was a Goliath or a shark or whatever, you know what I mean? It kept dropping. We kept putting down live blue runners and some some big spot tails and so on and so forth, just working that bottom for that monster fish. And we were able to connect, man. 150 feet of water over a nice spot. As a matter of fact, I had just found that spot. We went to a number that I didn't see much on there, so I started circling around. And this is why I tell you guys to always circle around and search a little bit more, because you'll be surprised what you can find. So I found a little bit of a scratch, wasn't much. I decided to set up shop on it, an anchor, and I'm glad we did, because moments later, obviously, we landed this huge Cubera Snapper. What a monster. Around the 70-pound range, give or take a little bit. She was real long, so about 45 inches or so, real wide, and just a fat, healthy fish, beautiful fish. And this gentleman, Hunter, he put a hurting on him, man. He was on that 30 wide. Because talk about pairing a rod with the right person. That's the guy to do it. Anyways, congratulations, Hunter, man. What a beautiful fish. Once in a lifetime fish here, especially in the Gulf of America, man. We don't come across them that often. And so congratulations on your trophy catch. So as we go into Sunday, I had another full charter for Sunday, but unfortunately, overnight conditions changed, which yielded me to talk to the customers first thing in the morning at the dock and warn them about the situation and what we were up against. And with that being said, some guys stayed with us and others left, about 50-50. So we had to obviously warn the customer of what they were up against, because the last thing you want to do is pay for a trip and then be out there super miserable in some rough sea conditions. I'm not about that. I'm not about the money. I'm about the experience. That's where I find the quality in the service that I deliver to you guys. I want you guys to have a good time. Money is money. Money comes and goes, but the value is behind the experience. The value is behind the pursuit of happiness, like the slogan on my business. Remember, EPC Charters, in pursuit of happiness, and that's what we're about. So anyways, yeah, 3 people stayed back. 3 people got in the boat and left. So we were able to manage somewhat of a decent charter for the day, and we actually decided to stay close. It took me 3 hours to get out there, 3 hours to get to 105 feet, 110 feet of water. So, just by that, you got to kind of make a decision based on that and say, you know what, we're not going to venture any further, even though we had caught Cubera the day before, and I knew the spot was hot because I think we lost another Cubera. We made the decision of just kind of staying short and doing the best we could within that depth range. And I'm glad we did. I'm glad we did. We stopped over a spot that has produced before. I hadn't been there in several months, so I just wanted to put eyes on it and make sure that it was still good, and boy, it sure was. Nice mangrove snappers, nice yellowtails, mutton snappers, big mutton snappers for that water column. I mean, you know, caught them that size before, but usually down south. This is straight west. And tell you what, beautiful mutton snappers for that depth range. Good quality fish. They were all caught on live pinfish. So if you guys are heading out and fishing some natural bottom and some grounds that y'all have, make sure you take some live pinfish out there. That's what's, you know, working. That's what worked for me. So yeah, we had an incredible time. It was rough as shit. I mean, we pretty much beat the shit out of ourselves in the boat trying to get out. I mean, I didn't really push the boat that much, but yeah, we did get a few bangers out. Not just a few, not many. A few bangers where, you know, it hit hard coming down on that chop. It was just a weird chop, and we trucked through it and got it done. So, you know, obviously, you know, we tell the customers ahead of time, so that way, if they are prone to seasickness, if they don't like those conditions, then they could make that decision right then and there and not, you know, proceed and have a bad experience. So anyways, guys, yeah, if you guys want to go fishing, it's $350 per person. That gets you a spot on the boat. If you got, you know, if you got 6 people, like if it's a corporate event or something like that, and you got 6 people that are ready to go, then obviously, you know, it's $2,100 for the boat. But you know, if it's a split charter, you and your wife, or you and a buddy, or you got 4 people and whatnot, $350 per person gets you on the boat. I'm gonna put the number below here. Give me a call, and be part of this adventure, man. It's incredible. Everybody that's gone out so far has had an incredible time, and I mean, you could ask, you know, all the customers that been on EPC, and man, they have an incredible time. They really enjoy themselves. They get to meet other people that are also enthusiasts, and share stories. And by the end of the day, you know, everybody's quiet in the morning, but at the end of the day, everybody is just talking and you know, high-fiving, and, you know, maybe sharing a cold beer and a snack. Man, it's just an incredible experience. And I'm behind the wheel just looking at it all, and just knowing that I've made the right decision to pursue this career. So thank you so much for all the supporters, guys. Thank you so much for all the subscribers. You guys really mean the world to me. I know I don't post that often. I know that, you know, you got other YouTubers out there putting amazing footage and drone footage and this and that, and I understand what I'm up against, but that's not the idea. Is not to blow up. The idea is not to, you know, compete with these people. My channel is what it is, and then my followers are, you know, they appreciate what I do, even though it's not at the same scale, and I really truly appreciate that. Thank you so much for the support, guys. And for you guys that are just joining us, well, shit, man, hit the like button, subscribe. You know, I put out some nice videos once in a while when I get a chance to fish for myself, but, you know, mostly these are updates on charters that I take, which kind of give you an idea as to what's biting out there, and kind of put your head in the game if you're a local. And if you're not, well, hopefully you enjoy the report as well. Thank you so much. Until next episode, EPC Outdoors, baby. You gotta get her laid down next to it.
Yeah, do that. Kylie, come here. Yeah,